Good morning, everyone. Happy So What Day. I hope you're having a great day so far. I am excited to discuss some summer sewing with all of you. We are finally getting some summer-like weather. And, traditionally, or at least in my experience, people tend to sew a little bit less over the summer because of all the activities they're doing, right? Going out, maybe traveling, road tripping, stuff like that. However, I actually find that I sew a little bit more during the summer. I don't know if I'm just inspired by the warmer weather or what. But at any rate, I am so excited to discuss a brand new summer sewing session that we are bringing to you from Sulky. The whole idea behind it is it's a longer format class that's broken up into about 5 manageable mini lessons so that over the summer, when you're trying to fit in all of those other activities or even just enjoying the weather sitting outside, you can schedule your sewing time and break it up according to these lessons and kind of get the project completed according to your schedule. So you can learn at your own pace. You can do the lessons one at a time as you have time, or you can, of course, do them all at once if you want to complete the project in an afternoon, let's say. So it's kind of a choose your own adventure virtual education opportunity. So I'm going to be going over the project that we are presenting for our very first summer sewing session. That's what we'll be talking about today. I'm so excited to debut it with you here. Before we get started, I will let you know we are having a fantastic stabilizer sale right now. 30% off all Sulky stabilizers. Now, this is as good as it gets, you guys. 30% off is a fantastic deal. Now is the time to grab up bolts or larger rolls of stabilizer and really stock your sewing room for all the projects that you're going to make this summer and maybe even beyond. So you don't need a coupon code, stabilizers, 30% off. All right, so a number of you are saying hello. We do, of course, have our great giveaway. Every single So What on Facebook, we do a giveaway. And as long as you are commenting, asking your questions, sharing the post, liking the Sulky Facebook page if you haven't already, you are eligible for today's little giftie. It is a 6-pack of Sulky Poly Sparkle thread. If you're familiar with Polystar, Poly Sparkle is its name now. So, not to be confused with Polystar, Poly Sparkle is a 30-weight polyester thread with metallic flecks running through it. I have talked about it a lot here on So What because it's the easiest metallic thread to sew. For those of you who have experienced issues with sewing metallic thread on your home sewing machine, you might want to try Poly Sparkle because it really acts just like polyester thread. With traditional metallic or Sulky original metallic, Sulky hollow shimmer or sliver threads, especially those flat threads, the hollow shimmer and the sliver, they can twist on their way to the needle from your spool pin on its way to the needle, causing undue stress and tension. And then, especially if you're using it for machine embroidery, you can experience some thread breakage. Now, we have tons of resources at sulky.com as well as on our blog at blog.sulky.com for sewing with metallic thread. However, if you've been turned away by it because of those issues, things like that, please try the Sulky Poly Sparkle because you will not be disappointed. Now, keep in mind, it's a little bit thicker than an original metallic or a Sulky rayon thread. Sulky rayon is 40 weight, which is pretty much the default that digitizers use when they're creating machine embroidery designs. So if you swap out the poly sparkle for a portion of that design, just keep in mind it's a little bit heavier weight. So you don't want to use it for heavy, dense stitch fill areas. It's more suitable for an outline type design, something like that. Or of course, if a design is already digitized for a 30 weight thread, you could swap in the poly sparkle for that. So with the project I'm going to be showing you today is the brand new Deanie pouch pattern that has been designed by Sallie Tomato for Sulky, specifically for our very first summer sewing session. This features embroidery done in that poly sparkle. So let me get a little closer so can you see it sparkling? Isn't that great? It's really, really nice for top stitching details, for machine embroidery, for decorative stitching, that type of thing. So in this class, we will be going over how to embroider with this thread successfully, the needles to use, how your machine settings, all that good stuff. Plus, if you purchase the Deanie kit, which is an optional add-on to the class, you will get the 2 embroidery designs that we have been featuring on the finished pouches. So this is the large pouch. It's the project pouch or carrier pouch, according to the pattern. And this is the smaller one, which is kind of like a wallet size. This is the second design you will get with purchase of the kit. So it's kind of like little pencil case or, wallet size. So I'll show you. It has some mesh pockets inside to hold all of your goodies. And this one fits my phone just perfectly. And then I have room on the other side for some cash and stuff like that if you want to carry it like a little clutch or a wallet inside of a bigger bag. The other one, the carrier or project pouch, is large enough to basically be a clutch on its own, but you could also use it as a project storage pouch. So you can store your rotary cutter inside, maybe a little quilting ruler, pair of snips, even a larger pair of scissors fits on this side. So you can organize a project's worth of supplies right here in the handy carrier size. Not to mention, it has a very cute tassel that you can create with leftover faux leather from your project kit. And I love that the fringe is cut really narrow. So it's just a really fun little detail. All right, so let me show you a couple more things about Deanie. Okay, get organized here. Lots of you saying hello, good morning, love to hear from you. It's fantastic. All right. Be sure to maximize the description of today's post. Just go to the post and hit that little see more button, and all of the links are going to come up for everything I'm talking about today. If you want to join us for the summer sewing session, there is a link right there that will take you directly to the sign up page, and the coupon is already applied. So you can save $5 off of your registration fee if you sign up before May 31st, which I believe is next Monday, correct? All right. Someone is asking, can you show the pouches side by side? Certainly. So you could see the size difference. So this one is 9.5 long, and this one I believe is 7 inches long. Probably about 7.5 inches long. The correct dimensions are all on the offer page. So if you go to register, you will see the dimensions, you will see what you're going to learn in the class, but I'm going to go over that with you today as well. All right. So as I mentioned, early registrations, you can save $5 off of your registration fee. Now, normally it is $19.99 for this session. Like I said, it's very in-depth. There's a lot of information that you can apply to other projects that you will be creating in the future. There are tons of videos. You will get at least 5 instructional videos if you do one of our Sulky sessions. So this is a brand new format that we are presenting on our education platform, which is sewingonline.sulky.com. Not to be confused with sulky.com. So we have 2 different websites. One website is where you can buy all of your thread and stabilizers and kits for this class and others. And then we have our education website, which is, again, sewingonline.sulky.com. This is where we present all of our live streaming video instruction. All of our legacy webinars that we've done in the past are also there. So you can create an account, you can fill up your library with a bunch of free legacy webinars, get a feel for kind of how those work. We also have video casts there, which are a little bit more in-depth from our free offerings. And then we have these brand new sessions. This is our first one, like I said. You get the pattern, the brand new Sallie Tomato pattern, with your purchase of the session. So the pattern's valued at $9.99. So with your $5 off coupon, you will be getting the full course, all the videos in your library for future use. You can watch them at any time on demand. You'll also be getting that $9.99 pattern and your $5 off if you register before the 31st. So what's different about this, in addition to all the things I just mentioned, about this offering is that it's not a live event. You, on May 31st, when the session is active, you will have access to every single thing associated with the Dini pouch. So, as I said before, it's kind of like a choose your own adventure moment. You can learn about the zipper first. You can learn about how to embroider with the poly sparkle first. If you don't want to do embroidery and instead you want to do some decorative stitching or top stitching, you can skip the embroidery lesson altogether. So it is up to you how you want to learn and how you want to go through the pattern. On the 31st, when the session is activated, you will have access to your pattern. You can print it, you can view it, you can read it, however you like to go through your project. And you will also have access, like I said, again, to all of those videos, as well as a brand new offering, which is our Dini Pouch community. I'm going to go over that in a little bit. All right, so if you have questions on how this works, because it is a lot to explain and a lot to digest, so I'm here to answer any questions you have about this new education opportunity, because I want you to be able to have the best possible experience with it. Obviously, I'm very excited about it. I've been building out the course for months and working with Sallie Tomato to make sure it is a stellar, best-in-class virtual education experience. So, okay, Linda wants to know, is the embroidery done and then the pouch is sewn together? Yes, that is exactly what goes on. So, before the pouch is assembled, you will work with your fantastic, high-quality Sallie Tomato faux leather, and you will learn all about how to embroider faux leather, the needles to use, and not only are we embroidering with poly sparkle, but we're embroidering on faux leather. So it may sound complicated, but once you work your way through the class, you will see just how easy it is. And I think that you will have some really great confidence going into the project. You can sew along with the videos, or you can watch everything and then go through your project. It's entirely up to you. Okay. So Lisa might have asked this before I explained it, but what is included in the class? How much is it? And the extras. Okay, so It's $19.99. However, you will get $5 off if you go through the dedicated link that I put in the description of today's post, or if you use the code Deanie5, DEANIE, the number 5. That is the coupon code if you don't go through that dedicated link where the coupon's already applied. So with the $5 off, you'll pay $14.99. You will get the $9.99 pattern included, as well as all the videos, all of the posts, all of the extra information for each portion of the pattern. So I'll show you a little bit about what that looks like as well, so you can get a little sneak peek, because the class doesn't get activated until the 31st. So if you purchase it early, you will get an email on the 31st reminding you that it's now available for viewing. So if you have already purchased it and you have tried to access the class, you will have gotten to a page that says, oops, we're sorry, this content isn't available yet. So sorry, it does require a little bit of patience to wait till the 31st until you can get your pattern files. But on the 31st, everything will be available to you. When you enter the class, you will see how it works. And again, I'll give you a sneak peek so you'll be able to see in just a moment. I'm just addressing some of the questions, making sure that we're all caught up here. What link are you talking about? Where is all the info? All right, so in the description of this Facebook post, you may have to click the little see more button. Once you click that, the whole post will come up for you, and you'll see the link to register for the summer sewing session for the Dini pouch. If you go to that link, you'll see the coupons already applied, and then all the information about what is included in the course. You can read through all that as well before you make your purchase, and that'll explain it very well, because I know I get a little excited and a little off topic when I'm talking, so you might want to read through that, but we are going to go over it here today as well. Nyla has already signed up and has her kit. She's ready to go. That's awesome. I'm really excited about it. You know that here at Sulky, we love working with Sallie Tomato. They are, in my opinion, the best bag pattern makers out there. Every bag pattern I've made, and let me tell you, I'm probably on my 7th or 8th Sallie Tomato pattern because I have a bag addiction, I guess. I love making bags. It's fun. They're great gifts. And to be quite honest, some of them I don't even use, but they're hanging in my sewing room, so they're part of the decor. So I just love making them, but they're just very well executed. The way the patterns come together are so intuitive, and some of them you turn right side out through the interior pocket, and then you sew up that pocket. You don't have any side seam openings to hand sew. And so they're just very, very smartly constructed. Not to mention they're great people to work with, and they have really high quality materials. So we love partnering with Sallie Tomato. So it was a no-brainer to partner with them on this very first offering of this type on the Sulky education platform. So, okay. Jane wants to make sure she has the correct needle for the embroidery. What type and size needle should be used? So for this project, since we're working with the faux leather and that 30 weight sparkly embroidery thread, we're going to use a size 90-14 top stitch needle. We recommend organ needles for this project. And if you get a kit, a Deanie pouch kit, you will get all of the materials, including your faux leather fabric, your foam interlining, your lining fabric, fold over elastic, mesh for the pockets, stiff stabilizer for structure. You'll get that great high quality zipper that has the beautiful gunmetal finish on it, as well as a donut pull for your zipper, so you can do that optional little cute tassel. You also will get your poly sparkle thread for the embroidery. You will get your poly deco thread for construction. So you will want a 9014 Organ top stitch needle. Top stitch needle is great for embroidering on faux leather because it's a very sharp needle, strong needle, and it'll give you the best results. Plus, you can use the same needle for your construction, a top stitch needle. So keep that in mind. All right. And you'll learn lots more about needle choice and why we're recommending that for this, that, and the other thing if you take the session. Okay. Flo wants to know, how long will the sessions last? So the session is completely on demand. You can take it all in one afternoon by going from one lesson to the next. You can take it over the course of your summer and do one lesson every week until your pouch is complete, because we've broken it up into manageable sections. So they kind of have a beginning and end. So if you want to just do the embroidery one day and then put your project aside, then you want to come back and you want to assemble your lining and then put that aside. Then you want to come back and do your zipper and your construction. You can kind of manage it however you want. So the session really lasts as long as you want it to. It's not a live class. So that's what I really, really love about it and why I think it's perfect for summer. Because like I said, we got to schedule all of these other things. You know, I have kids' sports every weekend, it seems like, until forever, as well as practices during the week. We've got play dates, and hopefully we get to go to the pools this summer. So as things are starting to open up again. But at any rate, we have all these things to juggle. So you can fit in your sewing session time as you have, you know, extra time to devote to it. So, oh, Colleen's ready to go. She finally finished her Bonnie bag. Yay! Hold on a sec, and we need to give you some applause. Okay. Yes, Sallie Tomato bags are really easy. They're, you know, you look at a bag and there's all these parts and pockets and faux leather straps, and you get really intimidated by all those materials. But once you start working through them, and honestly, this session will give you so much confidence for making this bag. Okay. Oh, total time of the session, 1 hour or 2 hours, etc. So each one of the videos, they vary in length. Some of them might be 7 minutes. Some of them might be 14 minutes. Honestly, I can't answer that question because it depends on how much time you want to devote to that particular lesson within the session. So let me just see if I can clear it up by going through things a little bit slower, for lack of a better word. So first off, I want to introduce you to Kate Bashinsky. Kate Bashinsky is a designer with Sallie Tomato, and she developed this pattern, and she is the instructor for the session. She will be the voice in all of the videos. She will take you through this from start to finish, and there's really no better way to go through a pattern and to learn everything about it than to learn from the pattern designer herself. So she really dives deep into this pattern and how everything should be constructed from start to finish. You will love her teaching style. And actually, I'm going to play you a little video that introduces you to the bag. Kate is narrating the video, so you'll learn a little bit about her and her teaching style. So let me go through the video. I'm going to make sure that the video doesn't close our session here, or our episode here. All right, so I'm going to play the video. It's about 40 seconds, and then I'll be right back with you to discuss things further.
Dini makes a great phone case. small project or tool case, even a travel pouch. The Sallie Tomato pattern gives you 2 size options, a spacious carrier and a smaller wallet size. The interior pockets keep items organized, and the zip closure secures everything inside. Join me to embroider with great Sulky products and make Dini in this fun new tutorial.
All right, so that is Kate. You're absolutely going to love her. Someone has asked, so when do we get the pattern? Is it correct that it comes at the end of May when the first class happens? So yes, you are correct. With purchase of the session, you get the digital Dini pattern included. You will not get the pattern until the 31st when the session goes live. So at that point, you will be able to download and print. If you don't want to print the instructions and you only want to print the pattern pieces, you can select only those pages to print and refer to the pattern digitally next to your browser window while you're working your way through the pattern, through the session rather. So super cute. Love the pattern. Again, it's very well written and smartly constructed. So these are the little designs that you get with purchase of the kit. Now, I also should mention, if you want to grab a Deanie kit along with your session, once you sign up for the session, you will get a coupon code to save $15 off of the kit. So the kit then becomes about $39.99. I don't think that you could possibly find faux leather, a zipper, some interfacing, all of these items that you need to create Deanie for $39.99. So it's a really great deal, and just another reason to sign up for the session, because if you purchase the kit separately, it's $54.99 and you don't get the session with it. So you might as well get the session, get your coupon code for the kit. Again, it is a little confusing because you're buying the kit at sulky.com, but you're purchasing the session at sewingonline.sulky.com. So I know that it can get confusing and I apologize for that. Hopefully you're able to navigate to both places to get what you need for the session. So here is that cute tool trio design that you will get with purchase of the kit. And here is that little pen design. These are digitized for 30-weight thread. So you don't need to make any special adjustments to the designs when you're working with Sulky Poly Sparkle thread. So that's nice. All right, this is the kit, what it looks like. I know I was showing you my little kit bag, but it's a little easier to see here. You will get Sulky Sticky Plus Stabilizer. That's what we're gonna use to embroider the faux leather, because faux leather should not be hooped. All right, if you try to hoop it, it's really thick, first of all, so it's hard to get it in the hoop tightly enough in order to embroider it on your machine. So we'll use Sticky Plus. You might want to grab a Sticky Plus slitting pen. This is what we use when we've hooped the Sticky Plus and we need to remove that paper backing in order to expose the adhesive, in order to stick the faux leather to it. So this is just an optional add-on. It's about $6 and it's one of my favorite tools to use when working with Sticky Plus Stabilizer. You will also get, again, the faux leather, the interfacing, the foam, the mesh, the fold-over elastic, the lining fabric, the zipper, the poly sparkle thread, the poly deco thread, and we're even throwing in a Sulky chalk pencil for marking either your embroidery placement or notches from the pattern, etc. So you'll get that little freebie from Sulky. Here's just a close-up of that carrier bag and a close-up of the inside, so you can see that large one fits rotary cutter, scissors, all kinds of things, but you could certainly just use that as a little clutch as well and hold all of your goodies inside. Here's a little close-up of that fold-over elastic. If you've never worked with fold-over elastic, it's a really great edge finish. It has a nice sort of satiny sheen to it as well. And so it really finishes off that pocket upper edge and allows you to have a little bit more room to groove, right? Because it's an elastic, so it's going to allow you to fit lots of things in the pocket. Here's just a close-up of that donut pull on the zipper, and you can see that donut pull has a nice size hole in it so that you can create that really cool tassel on your zipper pull. And here are both the carrier size and the wallet size side by side, so you can just see the difference there. Now, with your kit, you will have enough materials to create one of the pouches. So you can create either the large one or the small one. If you want to create two, you can grab up 2 kits, and that special coupon code will apply to however many kits you have in your cart. So if you want to grab 2, you can get them both for $39.99 and save $30 on both kits. So that's a really good deal. Okay, so here is what it's going to look like when the session goes live on the 31st. This is the pockets and lining lesson within the session. So I wanted to show you, this is sort of the top half of the page. You'll be able to scroll down and there will be lots more information underneath the main video. You can see this video is 10 minutes, 31 seconds. Over on the right-hand side is how you can navigate through the portions of this particular lesson. So this lesson within the session has 3 parts to it: prep and sew, pockets, and lining assembly. So you can go through these 3 sections within the lesson and watch the video and go through the portions of this part of the pattern. When you have completed this, you can click on Next Lesson down here on the right-hand side. That will take you to the next portion of the session or the pattern. So this is what I mean by kind of taking these lessons when you want to or at your own pace. So once you've completed this, you can either go right to the next lesson or you can say, I'm done for the day. When you log in next time, the platform will remember where you left off. So it will say continue session. You hit yes, I want to continue session, and it will take you right back here so you can continue where you left off. So that's a really cool function of this particular education platform. So at the bottom here of the screen is sort of like a blog post or just more information about that particular part of the lesson. So this is the pockets and lining section of the lesson, and there's lots more to it, but I couldn't fit it all on the page here, so I just took a screenshot of the very top portion of this particular part of the lesson. So if you want to read through the additional information for this particular part of the lesson, you can read it almost like a blog post, or you can watch the video, or you can go to the next lesson, or you can learn more about the instructor. There's a lot of different ways you can navigate through this type of education offering. So I hope I'm being clear about this. I know it's so much to digest and understand how it works. Let me see. Oh, this other one is about the community. So let me see about the other questions that have come in. So Alexis says, do we sign up for the session first and then go buy the kit? Absolutely, because then you're going to get your coupon code that you can use to go buy the kit. So after you sign up for the session, you will get a confirmation email. Go through that email and there will be a link to buy the kit and it will give you that coupon code. So that's definitely the way to do it. Now, in the description of today's post, I linked to register. That link has the coupon already attached to it for the course. So there's a coupon for the course, and there's also a coupon for the kit. 2 different sites, 2 different coupons. I know, a lot to digest. So sign up for the session with your $5 off link or that $5 off code. Confirmation email will give you a link to buy the kit using the coupon code, and then you'll be all set and ready to go. Make sure that you note the email and password that you use to sign up for our education platform. Then you will log back in. You can go to your library, navigate to the Deanie pouch summer sewing session. And like I said before, or if you're joining us now and missed the beginning, the session will not be active until the 31st of this month, so next week. So right now, if you try to start the session, it will say this content is not available yet. So on the 31st, you will get another email that says the content is ready to go and you can dive into your Deanie pouch. Okay. Flo says, is the $15 off good for only one kit? So that $15 off will be applied to however many kits you have in your cart. So it is attached to that product. So if you have 3 in your cart, you will get $15 off each one of those. So it is valid for one purchase as well, I believe. So one purchase, however many you have in your cart. Okay. Esther wants to know if there's another color offering. At this point, we only have this gray color. So a nice neutral color. You could certainly use different colored thread for your embroidery if you want a little pop of color to your pouch as well. Okay. Oh, also, I did want to say I linked to the pattern as well. So if you are just wanting the pattern and you don't want the kit, you don't want the session, we do have the pattern available. It's also a purchase on sewingonline.sulky.com. So I linked to that. But I will say the pattern's $9.99. So really for another, $4, $5, you're getting all of this that I explained in addition to that pattern. You'll get all the videos and all that stuff. So it's really, really worth it to take the plunge if you're interested in the pattern and just go for the session and see how you like it. If you've never taken a virtual class before, if you've never experienced one of our video casts or webcasts, I think you will really, really love this platform. And being able to work through it at your own pace with all of this help from the instructor / pattern designer herself, it's really, really invaluable. Okay. Another thing you will get with purchase of the session is you have the opportunity to join the Deanie Pouch community. This is sort of set up kind of like a Facebook page, as you can see. I just took a little screenshot of the community. So you can write a post. You could post pictures of your progress. If you are struggling with a particular portion of the pattern, you can snap a pic, put it in the community, ask a question. We get notified immediately of this, and we will respond to you directly. You can post a question just to me if you want in the community, and I'll answer it. You can talk to each other. So this is a safe space where you will be with everyone else who has opted in to the Deanie Pouch community, and you all can talk about your progress with the pouch. Again, ask questions, post comments, show off your finished pouches, all kinds of things. So this is a really fun sort of bonus for buying the session. We will be posting throughout once there's already people talking about it in the community right now. There's already a few questions have been posed. I posted this and made it at the top of the page so that you will be able to navigate to your pattern downloads really easily and understand where those live. So once the session goes live, you have to go to the very, very first lesson, and that's where all the pattern files live. And they will be there for eternity in your library. So there's no need to really store this pattern on your computer and take up space because you can always grab it from here at your library. So that's really cool. At any rate, you can go in here, talk to other people going through Dini, get to know some other sewers from all over the world, all kinds of stuff. So this is just a really fun bonus I wanted to show you all. There's already, like I said, a few of us talking and discussing, and I think Kate's going to come on during the month of June and periodically interact with you all in the community as well. So that's really fun. Karen wants to know, what's the code again for the $5 discount? So the code is Deanie5. So if you have gone to your library, maybe you have already, maybe you already have an account at sewingonline.sulky.com and you stumbled across Dini, you can use the code Deanie5. That's the number 5, not an S, so it's Deanie5, and you'll save $5 off of that $19.99 registration. If you go through the link that I put in the description of this Facebook post, that link takes you to an offer where the coupon has already been applied. You will see the $19.99 has been slashed, and it already says $14.99. So there's no reason or need to put a coupon code there because it's already there. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, let me make sure I'm addressing all the questions. Love all the stuff. All right, love it. Okay. Love the coupons. Yes. I know it can be confusing because there's a $15 off coupon for the kit. You will get that coupon code once you register for the session. Okay. And then there's a $5 off coupon or offer for the session itself. And again, in order to get that, you have to register early. You have to register before the session is active. So before the 31st, and you will get that $5 off. So might as well just sign up today and you will get notified when everything is ready to view. And at that point, you'll have access to the pattern. So if you want to go ahead and grab a kit and have that before the session goes live, a number of people have reached out saying their kit has arrived. They can't wait to get the pattern. So again, just know if you do buy the kit without buying the session, the pattern is not included in the kit. So you have to either buy the pattern separately or purchase the session in order to get that pattern. So keep that in mind as well. Okay. All right, Bonnie is signed up and has got the kit. Awesome. I honestly cannot wait for you guys to experience this offering. I think it is super cool. I've done a lot of virtual education in the past, and I really, really think that this is state of the art. Sulky really has raised the bar on virtual education offerings, especially, during these pandemic times. Getting tired of saying these pandemic times, but it is what it is. So, we've been doing webinars and video casts even before all of this kind of, even before the world shut down and it became a necessity. So I really think Sulky is leading the charge on these virtual sewing opportunities. We also do virtual guild events. If you're part of a guild of any kind, a quilt guild, a sewing guild, we have lots of virtual offerings for groups like that, where you would have a private virtual experience live with a Sulky educator. So if you're interested in that, you can head to sulky.com and peruse our many virtual education offerings for guilds. Let's see, we also have other sewing classes at sewdaily.com as well. Those are all on demand, and they're kind of like the Sulky classics, right? They're techniques that are just timeless, and you will learn so much through those. So those, we've got something for everyone, really. We've got our free webcasts that are just really easy to watch, really fun. They always feature a guest, for example, and while you're signing up for Dini, you can also sign up and register for our next free webcast. This is happening June 8th. This is our Hexies in the Hoop webcast, and our special guest is Xandra Shaw from the Embroider Shop. If you're not familiar with Xandra, she is a fantastic digitizer, always coming up with new techniques for machine embroidery. And she came up with this Hexies in the Hoop concept. And this is doing applique in the hoop of your embroidery machine. So you will end up with perfectly sewn hexagons that are then fused in the hoop of your embroidery machine. So this also features the Sulky Poly Sparkle thread. That's what's giving these bees some really great texture and sparkle and shine. So this is a free offering. So while you're over there signing up for the Deanie session, why not add Hexies in the Hoop to your library as well? If you're unable to join, because Hexies in the Hoop is a live event, so happening at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on June 8th. If you're unable to join during that time, you can always watch it on demand anytime after the live event concludes. So no harm, no foul in adding this one to your library, and you will then have that great content. Plus, Xandra is giving away a really cool lace embroidery design to all registrants of the webcast. So like I said, we've got our free webcasts, then we have our video casts. Now, the difference between a webcast and a video cast is basically for a video cast, you're getting live streaming video instruction with actual sewing in real time, along with the presentation. A free webcast is a PowerPoint presentation with the instructor talking to you, much like I'm talking to you now. So that's the difference between those two. And then, of course, we've got our sewing sessions, which are our longer format, multifaceted sewing education offerings. So there's really something for everyone. You may want to try out everything and see what's for you. See how you like to learn and what your learning style is. Is it on demand? Is it live? Is it a sew-along in real time? We did a sew-along event with Sallie Tomato for New Year's Eve this past year, and it was a 4-hour New Year's Eve party, and we sewed along together in real time, and we counted down to the new year. So it was a great way to, sort of have this community feel with lots of sewers all across the country. We had special guests popping in. It was super fun. So you can find that at sewingonline.sulky.com as well. So many options. I hope I didn't confuse you all today. And I hope you're going to join us for the Sulky Summer Sewing Session. Say that 5 times fast. And, you'll be grabbing your pattern on the 31st. Again, someone just asked, is there a kit for the Hexies in the Hoop? And yes, there is. That's already on sale. So with that kit, you will get the brand new Be Happy embroidery collection that was featured on that photo I just showed you. That collection comes with purchase of the kit, and you will get all kinds of Sulky thread for the designs, and you'll get the stabilizer and needles that you need. You could pick your own fabrics. The kit does not come with fabrics because we are really learning a technique for this class. And so you can use those threads and all the materials, and then dive into your fabric stash. Find some really cute bee fabrics if you want. You can fussy cut those hexagons to feature some really cute bee motifs. I went to the fabric store the other day. I'm a regular. How about you? And bees are everywhere. This is super trendy right now. So it's a really great little summer project, and we will be showing you tons of inspiration for projects you can use or blanks you can use to showcase these really great bee-themed designs. All right, so. Okay, I've got to address some more questions. Alexis says, I'm trying to buy the kit, but I don't see where to add the coupon code to get $15 off. So you kind of have to go through the whole checkout process on faith. I know it's difficult to have faith, but you kind of have to go through the whole checkout process, put in all of your information for purchase, and then you will get to the screen that gives you that coupon code area. So hopefully that makes sense. If you're having trouble too, you can give us a call or you can email info@sulky.com and we will walk you through it. We want to make sure that you get that $15 off. That is a bonus for signing up for the session, so we want to make sure that you're getting it. Okay. Oh, bummer. Heather says our fabric stores are still on lockdown in Ontario. So I definitely feel your pain. Another reason to kind of go for a kit, right? Buy it online at sulky.com. Especially for this kit, you are rest assured you're getting really high quality stuff. This is Sallie Tomato faux leather. You'll learn a lot about their materials and what makes them high quality. They have this coating on the back of the faux leather. It's like a kind of knit coating. So it makes this so easy to sew, so easy to work with. We do ship to Canada. You can check out the shipping costs for that at sulky.com. I know sometimes that can be a bear, especially shipping internationally. But with your $15 off, you're getting a great deal. So maybe that can go towards your shipping cost. I know. You can also join us for the session and get the pattern, and maybe you have something really great in your stash. So I feel your pain. Piggy can't wait for the classes and the kits. Me too. Honestly, I am just so excited for it to launch. It's something, that, again, I've been working on it so long. So I can't wait to hear your feedback and how you enjoy it. So please join the Deanie Pouch community and let me know, if there is some criticism that I can use for building the next course. I appreciate that so much. I want to know how you're liking it. If you're not liking it, if there's something I'm missing, if there's something you would like to see in the future. We definitely take all that to heart. We're making this stuff for all of you. So we want to make sure that you're enjoying it, you're having a great time. And, when I've been working on something for so long and so closely, sometimes I can't see beyond my own lens to make sure that I am including something for everyone. So please join that community page. It'll be automatically added to your library, but you do need to consent to it and accept the terms and conditions for it, which basically just says you're going to be a nice human while you're in the community. And so once you do that, then you'll be able to access it. So, all right. Karen can't find the kit. So Karen, in the description of this Facebook post, I linked directly to the Deanie Pouch kit page. It is at sulky.com. So again, it's a different site from where you're going to sign up for the session. So I think we can reply directly to you here in the live feed with the link as well. So you'll be able to get there. Ooh, Gail's getting the kit. It's her first Sallie Tomato. Okay, you are absolutely going to love how these patterns are set up. And again, we have a lot of webinars and video casts featuring Sallie Tomato bags. So if you take this session and you love it, you can learn about the Clara bag. You can learn about the Bonnie bag. And you're really going to love how they come together. And we're trying to feature a lot of different types of bags, right? So you don't have the same looking tote bag, just in different fabrications. So we've got a clutch, we've got a cork bag that's a hobo style. We've got a larger tote bag with canvas and cork. So lots of different options. So you kind of have a bag for every occasion. We can never have enough bags. Am I right? I should show you all my closet of bags that is in my sewing room. The closet is full of totes of past projects and bags. A bag for all seasons, a bag for any color. It's the way it is here. Okay. Suzanne wants to know, can I use craft tex instead of faux leather? So I imagine that you could. Craft tex is kind of a compressed paper, and it's comes in a lot of different colors. C&T Publishing makes it, and I have used it for a couple of different projects. Let me think. I would use the same needle because you're going to be using the Sulky Poly Sparkle for the embroidery. So your needle size is dependent on the thread weight that you're using. Your needle type is dependent on your fabric and technique. So I would still use the top stitch needle with craft tex. I've embroidered on craft tex before. I will say it can become perforated with certain embroidery designs. So the embroidery designs that come with purchase of this kit, the Tulle Trio here or the Pen Trio, these designs have a triple stitch. So it's creating a hole or going through that same hole 3 times. So it may perforate that craft tex material. You might want to go with a design that is more of a maybe quilting motif that just passes over the fabric 1 time. Definitely not a design with a fill stitch, because that's just going to go over that craft tex way too heavily. And I would hate for your material to become perforated by the embroidery. So I would do a test stitch out if you happen to have enough craft tex that you can do a little test before you embroider your Dini pouch. And or use a heavier weight stabilizer or maybe 2 layers of stabilizer like a Cutaway Plus, and leave that behind the craft tex as sort of an additional interfacing for the entire construction of your pouch. Okay. And not to mention, you know, our stabilizer is on sale right now. So if you are going to use a different material that either can be hooped or you want a cutaway that's going to remain with your fabric throughout construction, like I mentioned, as an additional interfacing, grab up some more stabilizer. A 1 yard pack is going to be sufficient for your Dini pouch. So grab these up while they're 30% off, in addition to your kit purchase. Okay. Is there a hardware kit for those of us with a lot of unusual fabrics in our stash? The only hardware that you need for this is this long zipper. Okay. So you don't need any additional grommets or D-rings, O-rings, those types of things. You will need, your heavyweight foam interlining. You will need the heavyweight interfacing. You will need your mesh and your fold-over elastic. So again, I mean, I think it's really worth it to grab the kit even if you have fabrics in your stash, because you're going to get all this stuff included. And once you start paying for all that stuff separately, that $39.99 price tag, with your coupon code becomes real attractive. Just saying. Okay. Oh, I would love to see all your totes and bags. Maybe we'll have a show and tell one day on Sew What, and I'll show you guys my plethora of bags that I have made over the years. Even just this year with Sulky, I've made so many bags. So maybe we'll have a show and tell. That's a great idea. Okay. Ordered the session and 2 kits, ready to go. All right, that's what I like to see. Now you can make the carrier size or the wallet size because you've got 2 kits. So I'll show those again side by side. For those of you who missed anything, we're talking about the brand new pattern release, Dini, designed by Sallie Tomato for Sulky of America. This is only available through this session right now. You could purchase the pattern alone if you wish at sewingonline.sulky.com. However, it comes with purchase of our summer sewing session. So it's really, really worth it to purchase the session, get the pattern files on the 31st, get all the video instruction, all the ancillary materials, the longer posts that explain all of the techniques within this pattern and beyond. So you will be able to apply these to lots of bag making, machine embroidery, faux leather sewing, anything you do in regards to those techniques in the future as well. So again, this is what the kit looks like, and you will also get these 2 great embroidery designs with purchase of your kit. So a great, great value built into this offering. Where is my picture that shows our cute 2 little bags together? There it is. So the large carrier size or pouch, and then the smaller wallet size. And a lot of you are saying you just joined, so I'll just show you my pouches here. And this wallet size is a good size. I mean, it makes a good clutch on its own or wristlet. You could use a little bit of leftover fabric, create a little kind of wristlet strap for it. Speaking of hardware, if you wanted to get a swivel clip, you could use that here and create a little wristlet and just carry this around. I have an iPhone 10 and it fits my phone rather nicely. Even if you have that larger iPhone 12, that will fit in here too. And then, you know, a space for a little bit of cash or your ID cards, that type of thing. So you could use it as a wallet. Both of them work great as a, you know, pencil pouch or art supply pouch. And then your larger one you could use as a clutch or purse all on its own, or use it to store your scissors, thread spools, favorite sewing tools. And what I like to do is when I'm working on a project, I'll put everything for that project in a pouch. That way it doesn't get lost in my sewing room and I'm like, what thread was I using for construction on that? Now I've lost it and need to go find it. Or, you know, my favorite pair of snips. I have so many of these. Right now I can only find one. Where do they all go? They're probably in my past project pouches, now that I'm thinking about it. So there's a method to my madness, but I still need assistance. What can I say? Okay. Gail says, which one fit your phone? So it's the little wallet size that fit my phone. Of course, I could still put my phone in the larger one, but it just fits nicer in the mesh pocket on the smaller wallet size. Tina says, is the purchase for lesson just for the Deanie kit or for all future summer classes? So the Deanie Summer Sewing Session costs $19.99, and then you'll, of course, use your $5 off coupon, or you will use that dedicated link in the description of today's post to have your $5 off already applied. You get $5 off by purchasing the session early. So that offer will expire on the 31st when the session goes, when the session is active. So for future summer classes, those are a separate purchase. Which size comes in the kit? So with one kit, you can make either the large bag or the small bag with a little fabric left over. So if you want to make both, you will need to purchase 2 kits. So put 2 kits in your cart. You'll get $15 off of both of those. Buy the session first so that you can get your coupon code for the kits. Okay. Are you selling the material separately? No, we are not. We are only selling it with the kit. You can, of course, go to the Sallie Tomato site if you want to get a different color of faux leather. You may certainly do that, and there are lots of options available. They have, their high quality faux leather. They also have cork fabric. This would look really cool in cork fabric. So you want a good, substantial, heavier weight fabric for this. But you could certainly use like a canvas fabric and add a Sulky stabilizer for a heavier weight interfacing to give your canvas fabric more bulk. So that would be my recommendation there. Okay, I think I'm caught up on the questions. If I am not, you can certainly continue to put them in the comments here. For anybody who is commenting, asking questions, giving me those cute emojis. I even have a couple of angry faces. That's okay, I get it. All of you all who are engaging with today's So What are eligible for the Gifty. I will choose the winner about tomorrow afternoon. I like to give it about 24 hours, so those who join late or watch later still have a chance to win. Our giveaway today is a 6-pack of Sulky Poly Sparkle thread. It is our spring 6-pack, so it has lots of great springy colors that you can use for spring and summer projects, quite frankly. Pinks, greens, yellows, all that type of thing of the Sulky Poly Sparkle. So that is 6 threads. It's valued at $24.99. So a really nice little giveaway today. All right. If I haven't answered your question or you have more questions about the Deanie Summer Sewing Session, please reach out to us here in the comments, or you can always email us at info@sulky.com, and we would be happy to answer your questions. And please join me on the 31st for the Dini Pouch Summer Sewing Session. Be sure to register early, get your coupon codes in, get your kit ordered, and we will have a really, really great time. Be sure also to opt into that community. Now, if you don't want to be part of the Dini community, you just don't have to accept the terms and just don't go to the site. So you definitely can opt out. But for those of you opting in, drop a note, say hello. I'm on there every day checking it to make sure everyone's having a good time. So be sure to head over there and say hi once the session is live, or you can do so as soon as you've registered and accepted the terms of the community. All right, so I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, sorry, one more. Karen says she signed up for the pouch session, but did not get the $15 discount for the kit. So make sure you've checked your email, because you will get a confirmation email that has the discount code for the kit in it. So also, after you register, it takes you to a confirmation page that says, thank you so much for signing up. And you'll have to read through it, and you'll get the coupon code there as well. So if you're still having trouble with that, please let us know at info@sulky.com, or you can call our 800 number, and we'll try to work through it with you to make sure you get the coupon. Heather says, does it have a start time? The session goes active on the 31st next week. So at that time, all of the content for the session is available for your viewing. You can work through it however you like. You can do lesson 1 on one day, wait a week, do lesson 2. It's completely on demand for you to decide how and when you want to devote your sewing time to the pouch. So there is a date when all of that happens, and that's the 31st. But other than that, you can join at any time, any day. You can be on the community site whenever you desire to interact with fellow sewers who are also doing the Deanie pouch. All right. Thank you, Helen. You have a great day too. Thanks everyone for joining me. I just can't wait for you to enjoy Dini like I have. And join me next week for another So What? It will be June 1st. Can you all believe it? June 1st. So we will be talking about a really, really fun project that I still am working on, and I'm excited to share that with you as well. So have a wonderful day, everyone, and take a little time to enjoy the sunshine, and I'll see you next week on another So What?